Hey everyone, it's Jennifer from stampwithjennifer.blogspot.com, and I wanted to make a quick video to show you how to do this technique that my downline Sharon King made for our meeting swap. Everyone's loved this card on my blog, so I wanted to show you real quick how she did that. She actually came over to my house and showed me. But real quick, first of all, the stamp she used, the Petite Petals stamp set from our Occasions catalog, and the matching punch, which of course you can bundle together and save money. So that was awesome. And then she used teeny tiny wishes for our greeting. The embossing folder Sharon used is actually retired. It's called Lacy Brocade, but you can get it right now on clearance on my website, jennifers.stampinup.net, while supplies last. Okay, so let me show you how she did this. Of course, you need the Big Shot, which is your best investment you'll ever make with Stampin' Up. And then just your normal multi-purpose platform and 2 cutting pads. Actually, you just need 1, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so the first step is to take, when you purchase designer paper from Stampin' Up, it comes with this cardboard. It's a little thinner than chipboard on the back. And that's what we're going to use to make our template. And this designer paper happens to be free with a $50 purchase till the end of March 2014 with Celebration, but that's a side note. Okay, so I've cut up 3 pieces, 1/4 of a sheet size, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, 3 pieces. And I'm just going to take one of those real quick and emboss this embossing folder, which is currently available. You get a set of 2. However, I can't think of the name right now, so I will post that on the video. And you're just going to emboss this like normal. So tab 1 and just kind of center it. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but center it the best you can. And then cutting pad on top and bottom. And so this will be our template. And then what Sharon did is she took our ovals framelits, and they're a little bit off in size, but it's okay. She took this and used it as a guide. You want your template to be a little larger than this oval, so she kind of centered it left to right, but put it a little higher here, and then did the same thing down here. And then she kind of used it for the guideline on the sides. You get my point. And then Sharon just kind of free-handed and matched it all up and made a nice even oval around it. This is probably a little too high, but you get the idea. Sharon actually used an X-Acto knife to cut out her oval. I am scared of X-Acto knives, so I just use scissors. So mine doesn't look as pretty, but it works just as well as hers. Mine's a little jagged, so I traced it with a pencil, and then I cut it with scissors, cut it out. And then once you have one cut out, you need to trace that onto your second one, cut it out, and trace it onto your third one, and cut it out. And then you glue all 3 together. I have no idea if you can see that here, but there's 3 pieces of this chipboard glued together here. And then the oval you cut out, you glue all 3 of those together. So if you use an X-Acto, you can use those, or I had to trace it on some scraps of the chipboard, trace this oval, and cut out 3 total, and glue them together. So I have 3 and 3. And I used our Tombow liquid, multi-purpose liquid adhesive to glue these together. That's what Sharon recommended. She said it's better than the snail adhesive for this project. Okay, so now you have your templates and you're ready to do the technique. So, number 1, for this technique, you only need 1 cutting pad. So I'm going to take 1 away. And you want to use all tabs, so which is tab 2. So close up your multi-purpose platform and 1 cutting pad. And then you take your embossing folder, and I've grabbed, oh goodness, can't think of the name of this one either, but it's current. And so, you can actually purchase this one now as a regular item. You put your cardstock inside, and then you place this template on the back of it wherever you want the oval to be cut out. You can actually use temporary adhesive to you know, put it in place, but I'm just going to freehand it here. And place it directly on tab 2, and then put your cutting pad on top. Those 3 pieces of chipboard glued together add extra thickness. So that's why we don't need our other cutting pad. And then, so you will have this. Awesome. And then you will take your 3 ovals and grab your oval embossing folder again. Place it, you know, center it where you want, where your first oval is not embossed. Like that. And then again, temporary adhesive would be a good thing here to make sure this stays in place and it's where you want it. Put it on top of tab 2, then your cutting pad, and run it through the Big Shot. Of course, on both of these, when you run them through, make sure Sizzix and Stampin' Up! Is facing up and the front of your paper is facing up. Then everything will emboss correctly. And then, voila, you have that oval embossed plain in the center for stamping or embellishing like Sharon did. And it's actually very easy. And then just keep these templates and they'll last you forever. She did sponge crumb cake on top. So after you emboss, you can dip your sponge into the crumb cake and rub it all over so that the image stands out a lot better. And I think that's it. So I hope you'll try this technique, and I hope to see you again at stampwithjennifer.blogspot.com.